is 12:48, June 19th. It's early Friday morning, y'all. Now, for you, those of y'all that's illegally surveillancing me, you know I just came in the house and I just had a good time. But, I mean, y'all have really worked hard lately. So why not give you what the fuck you asking for? I know what I said about my post. It ain't no job that's gonna keep me in here in this city. It ain't no apartment that's gonna keep me here in the city. This is the least as to what I've had. The least of what I've had in my life because of that fool Jaffa. hmm Now, my broski, he called me this evening from the clink, and I just made a post about it. Me and my broski, we're 13 months apart. When we were younger, we would give our mom a run for our money. That's the truth. That's the truth. We'd give her a run for our money. Oh my God. I mean, we had some good times. We got in trouble sometimes, but we had some good times too. Um, but I gotta get on here and say this because, I'm tired of y'all. The universe is tired of y'all. These games, this bullshit. We've been seeing y'all coming a long time away. Been seeing y'all coming. You didn't think you didn't think I didn't know he was part of y'all's group. He in jail. He'll do anything for the dollar before he was in jail. Being consumed, being sold out was long before jail existed. That is a mentality. Most of y'all live in it. Confinement, consignment, most of y'all live in it. Bars don't make a difference. This is Columbars. It's not Columbus, Ohio. It's Columbars. That's what your unethical lawyers, your immoral, your unethical acts have brought so many people in this city. This is a group that is around every corner, right above and right below. This is what y'all are made of. I can't believe I have to waste my time at almost 1 o'clock in the morning on a Friday to do this. But I gotta do this because y'all don't run anything. You don't run nothing. It doesn't matter who you call. It doesn't matter who you email. It doesn't matter who you send a text message to. Y'all are part of all the same group. And there is a lot of sellouts in this country. It shouldn't be. But there's a lot of sellouts in this country. You make the people who actually died here for freedom and braveness, you make it seem like they're the ones who died in vain. You died while you were living. You want to talk about it? You died while you were living. So, let's talk about it. My brother been in jail. The one I paid the $500 bail for so he could get out of jail. The one who's 13 months apart from me, he was born in April 82 and I was born in May of 83. We're 13 months apart, long before most of y'all even existed. He didn't sell out now. He didn't sell out now because of y'all. He didn't sell out a couple years ago for the group. He'd been sold out. What was that, 2008, 2010? Been sold out. You didn't think I knew him? I knew him since birth. You don't know what kind of selling out my family was capable of, both sides of them? Easily sell out. Easily. Y'all are confused. But if you think that 60-day notice wasn't real, Oh, it is. It ain't no job, it ain't no apartment that's gonna keep me from that 60-day notice. So I meant what I said. You can steal whatever you're gonna steal, lie whatever you're gonna lie about, tell the Columbus Police Department, tell the feds, tell your investigators, tell whoever y'all committed real estate fraud, forgery, and everything else with. You gonna have to do it without me within 60 days. It cost me $2,300 to give up my American citizenship. I've paid taxes all my life. I've been a professional all my life. I've done everything right all my life. I've gotten married twice. Every lease that I've been a part of is a house that I've lived in. I've never lived with no man other than the leases that I've been on. It cost me $2,300 to give that up. Baby, you got it. It ain't no lunch. It ain't no dinner. It ain't no clothes. It ain't no car you can steal. It ain't no checking account you can have. Once I give up this 60 days of citizenship, it's... What makes you think I won't give it up? You stole it just like that. You stole my identity just like that. Your fraud cost just this much. The fraud you caused. The fraud you caused. And you expect me to sit here and fight for it, baby? It costs $2,300 to give it up. It's... Try me. If you think I'm kidding, try me. Tell boy call me from the clink again. Tell him try me. Why y'all keep telling him call me in the first place? I been knew he sold y'all out. Y'all sold each other out. Y'all sold me out. Y'all did anything for money. Is there anything you won't do for money? Give me a break. Give me a Kit Kat car. Give me a Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. What y'all need, a cookie? What them Fleshman's needs? They need some more drugs? Oh my God, are you kidding me? The amount of fraud that the Fleshman's been involved in since Virginia. Give me a break, man. I know you ain't talking about them. I know you've been talking about them. Literally bought and sold Jaffa up. I know you ain't playing me. Don't play with me. I put y'all on a 60-day notice. Keep on trying me. Tell boy don't call my phone again. Not from the clink. I bet not see another 434 number show up in my call log again. Period. My citizenship is one that I can give up on. It's one I can sell back to the government for $2,300. Baby, I probably should have did that 10 years ago. I definitely didn't need Jaffa Abu Irbiha in my life at all. What a fraud. But even more so, like I said, I haven't seen my dad since 2018. Haven't seen him. What I need him for? So what I'm going to do tomorrow, what is tomorrow? So tomorrow's Friday. Today is Friday. So what I'll do is Saturday over the weekend. I'm going to show you my birth certificate. I'm going to show you my old marriage license from when I was married to Troy. I'm going to show you everything else. Again, my life has been the same. But it's just interesting that you thought you can rewrite what? You thought you could tell what story? No. You haven't been here. But let me tell you what has been here and been accountable for. My bank account, the IRS, every lease I signed my name to. I ain't never lived with no man. I done lived on my own. Every single address that I've had has been on my own, and I've been the only one on my lease until 2012 when my mom said, hey, your sister's graduating from high school, and I want to leave Lynchburg for a couple of years. I don't think we can do the best down here. Let's give it a chance. And she moved to Ohio with me. I had been living in Ohio since obviously 2001. I moved down to the Newport News area after I had my first marriage, and my husband got stationed down there. We both left Ohio. We went to Newport News. You know, And the first year I was in Newport News, um, my mom said, hey, your brother and sister want to come spend the summer with you down at the beach. Not a problem. Catherine and Joey came and spent the summer with me, 2006. Yeah, 2006. No problems. We had no issues. When I left the beach, 2009, something like that, I moved back up here to 2350 Vendome Avenue. I got a house. It was a 3-bedroom house. It was 2 bedrooms upstairs, 1 bedroom downstairs, a basement. I did that. Nobody lived with me. I had that house for 1 year. When the lease ended, my dad was separating from Tammy. And he said, hey, got a couple things going on out west. What you think we can do? Maybe we can live out west. Do you want to move out west? I said, yeah, because I lived far east by, Brittany Hills. Everybody knows where Brittany Hills is. If you live in Columbus, you know where Brittany Hills is. I said, yeah, I can come out west. We moved. I got us an apartment in Galloway. Lived in that apartment in Galloway. At the time, I was working a 3rd shift security officer job, and I had a part-time job during the day. Worked that job for a while. On the weekends, me and Dad would go to the flea market, had some booths up there. I was selling some phones, selling bikes, selling, what we could find at different places, but just, at wholesale prices. We sold a couple of different things. And maybe I'm talking a little too fast, but this is just what it is because it was so long ago. But we lived in Galloway. Bolton Estates Apartments is what it was. Lived in Galloway. At the time, I was dating a guy named Rabah Hafti. Rabah was from Algeria, the northern part of Africa. But that's where those Arabs are. The northern part of Africa, Algeria, Sadouk, Algeria. Dating him for a while, there was some backstabbing that commenced. Jasmine slept with him. That was the second boyfriend that I had that Jasmine slept with. All she was pulling at that time was thugs, because she was going through a damn personality issue. She was shaving the sides of her hair, shaving the backs of her hair, dyeing it red, dating girls, doing all types of stuff. This is what happened. He had to go back to Algeria for whatever reason. He had to take care of his family, take care of the little daughters he had to go back. Before he got on that fucking plane, he told me him and Jasmine were sleeping together. They had slept together. Because she needed some money. I told my family that in confidence in Virginia. I told my siblings that in Virginia. How Jasmine Fleshman slept with my ex-boyfriend, and that was really the second one. I already mentioned who she slept with first. So he went on back to Algeria. Mind you, she'd been sleeping around since she was a young teenage girl. Remember when you had your first abortion? No, let's talk about it. Since you didn't know me and since I was whatever. No, I'm your older sister. I'm 43 years old. I've been around you guys since I was 13 years old. Since Kemper Street in Lynchburg. I've been hanging around Kamika since we was 16 together in Greenfield. Cut it. Cut it. There ain't never been nothing about me that ain't never been what it's supposed to be. Y'all are frauds. Y'all do anything for $1. And if you keep on trying me, I'm going to make sure I cut these 60 days down cheaper than. Because I'm not the one to be bought and sold. I never have been and I never will be. I don't care about Jaffa. Y'all did. What could you say about me to my face? Nothing. You can't say nothing to my face. I don't care that you partnered with them trashy white girls that work at All Secured. I don't care about that VP that was stabbing me in the back. just because he wanted to steal my commission. He was twisted sideways long before I even met him, but I just happened to be a catalyst in the fall he wanted to create. I don't care about the elites. I don't care. What I cared about was justice. That's why I wrote the police reports. That's why I filed the grievance reports. This is why I went to the immigration fraud October 9th and I spoke to Officer Thompson, an African-American Black woman, literally at immigration fraud on Broad Street here in Columbus, Ohio. I wrote a statement that was 2 pages long about the real estate fraud. About the same fraud that I wrote about in my police report on June 19th. And every word that this Black woman, me, fell on deaf ears, because all the complaints of African Americans for a really long time have fallen on deaf ears. And they did it because they wanted us to live in vain. They wanted us to die in vain. Bob Marley said, now I'm tired of y'all. If you think my 60-day notice is a joke, you wrong. For the fraudsters that's watching me, since y'all watching from every corner of the earth and every race and religion that exists, good God, religion, it's not even required. It's not even required. It doesn't mean that I am against religion. It's just not required. Tell me what in life is required first. Being human, being able to live, that is required. When you bring everything else, that becomes a bargain. And y'all are everything else. Ain't no bargaining over here. This is what they know. This is what they know. You're not going to bargain over here. You're not going to bark up this tree. You can lie, you can fraud, you can sign my name to a whole bunch of stuff that I ain't got nothing to do with, that I don't know anything about. Jaffa wasn't nothing to go crazy about. I was 39 years old when I met Jaffa. I learned to love Jaffa based on the way I was. That's it. And Jaffa was faking the whole time. We kept a level of peace in our relationship, not because I knew he was committing fraud, because I didn't know what he had done until after these fraudsters came into my life, gangbanging me, talking about how they broke up my marriage and how they've been frauding me. Are you kidding me? There is not a single soul in this world that can say that I was ever a part of anything, except the fact that they lying. That they got something written on paper because they in trouble and they need a sellout. Y'all some sellouts. But I done put you on notice because I'm telling you now, ain't nothing gonna change that notice. It ain't no job that's gonna change that. It ain't no apartment that's gonna change that. I promise you, I meant what I said when I wrote it and I posted it. It ain't gonna change that. But I am going to find a home for Sonny. I am gonna find a home for my fish, my pets over here, because they deserve that, and they deserve that at no cost. They didn't come in this world because somebody said, let me sign this contract, let me set this person up, let me do this. My animals deserve a place to live. They're not bought and sold like y'all, and neither am I. But guess what's gonna cost me $2,350? My citizenship. Cheap. If you think you ain't gonna pay $2,300 to give up this citizenship, you might as well steal what you gonna steal, fraud what you gonna fraud, do what you gotta do, because it ain't no U.S. government that's gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing. Jaffa, how can I had some pain in my teeth the last couple of days, which is just normal to what I'm used to after having impacted wisdom teeth. That's obviously how I was born. So the last couple of days then gave me some pain. So I contacted the dentist and I'm like, hey, okay, I got some pain, same normal stuff. Gave me some medication. Now I go pick up that medication at CVS. I type in my full name. I type in my date of birth. How does his name and phone number pop up when I done put my information in the system? What kind of fraud is this? I'm 43 years old. If there was some fraud that I've been doing, how come I'm an African American woman? How come I'm not in jail yet? You would have been snatched me up. The police know my address. It's on my ID. It also is on the police reports I filed from y'all breaking into my apartment right here, stealing my stuff. What is going on with all this fraud and forgery? I am tired of it. So steal whatever y'all gonna steal. Y'all got 60 days. What was the point of all this? Just to show how much of y'all a sellout are? Let me tell you something. Those black men and women that had experiments done on them in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, after they served in World War II, after they served in Desert Storm, after they done served in this military, after they done served their country and came home to be treated like animals, they died in vain. It is in this generation now that we know that they died in vain because they were not exposed to the truth, to the damage that was done in their life. We were exposed to it. We can speak that truth. And this is what y'all choose to do? Fine. This is why I didn't have no whole bunch of friends. This is why in middle school, I hung out with people that were not seen as desirable. This is why I floated towards them. This is why we hung around each other. Because everybody that y'all think is all that worth 2 cents ain't worth half of that. I've been seeing y'all sellouts. Y'all didn't see it. And not only did you see it, you didn't care. Look at me. I meant everything I said in every post that I said. My grandmother and her twin sister were the 15th and 16th child from her mother. She had a twin sister, my great aunt Mary. The reason why I don't have family, it is because it is hereditary. It ain't nothing new. I'm not the only child born of the Fleshman side of the family. My dad's sister married my second cousin on my mom's side. It's Virginia. It's the country. Families wrap around each other down there all the time. My younger sister, my mom's daughter, Adrienne, my sister, had kids with my first cousin. That same aunt that married my second cousin had a son named Jeremy. And my sister, Adrienne, had 2 kids with him. It's the country. I'm not the only child born out of this generation. It's not like people don't know me. I done went down there and visited for years. But luckily, I ain't been down there around them fools since they've been backstabbing. This is the longest time in my life I ain't been down there in Virginia. And y'all had that fool over there on, what is that, East Main Street at the place where I get my food from, ask me, in code, oh, when the last time you've been to Virginia? 2 years. Almost 2 years. You part of the group? I've been doing that. The Franklin County Court group made that clear. The Franklin County Court group made that clear. And then, like I said, they sent their little buddy over here to bother me on Tuesday night. How you gonna ask me? How you gonna ask me? You just a little thug. You a little peon. You ain't nothing. Matter of fact, you look like the Fleshmans. You look like you come from Steubenville. Boy, I mean, what is going on here? What is going on here? With them in-laws, with y'all ain't got enough. Oh, y'all want to keep paying people's rent. Y'all want to keep on setting people up. Oh my God. I promise you, like, I don't even know what y'all keep sending people over here to rent for. I mean, y'all done lost y'all's mind. Y'all don't care nothing about the universe. Oh, that's right. Y'all place stuff at people's feet. But remember, like I said, you got to bow down to do that. When you lay your problems at people's feet, when you lay your truth down at people's feet, when you put your bottom dollar on it, you got to bend down to do it. Hey, so bow down. I just wanted to get a message out there to y'all just because, I mean, I had to. It's 6:18, you know, or 6:19. 6:19, 1:15 in the morning. I had to do it. I mean, y'all on notice at this point. You're on notice. It don't matter who is helping y'all. I don't care about the elites. They thieves. They left their loved ones sitting at the table. They thieves. You can rob each other, but you're not gonna rob the universe, and you're not gonna rob humanity. What you gonna do? Go damage my property? What you gonna do? Damage my car? You gonna come in here and poison my mustard? I mean, have y'all really, really, really just lost every scruple? Y'all have. But you know what? I'll speak a language that y'all speak. Because I said it's not required. Religion is not required. But somebody said in history, at one point, I guess, it may be true, it may not be true, but somebody said in history, render to Caesar. Right? I think that's good enough. So render to Caesar. I think that's good enough. I think that's what all y'all can do. You can render to Caesar and also render to arm, leg, arm, head. That's what y'all can do. Um, yeah. And I'm gonna render some sleep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna render some sleep while y'all still. So that was Jasmine, right? That was Jasmine that created that LinkedIn profile in my name with all that makeup on that I took a screenshot of. Girl, girl, you and Jaffa brought death into the marriage with these miscarriages that he had and these abortions that he paid for. Death into the marriage. It's over with. It's been over with. Y'all are thieves. And everybody that's following y'all, it don't matter what their title is. I don't care who they paid. I don't care how much money they got. I don't care where they come from. It don't matter. All right, so let me deal with these comments for a second, because I normally wouldn't do that. But what they said, okay. Oh, crazy woman. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. And are my eyes real? Are you kidding me? They real enough because you know what? People complete fraud with it. Are my eyes real? It's real enough so they can commit fraud. It's real enough. And then it says, I don't know what the problem is. Don't cry. Don't say, are you kidding me? I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna get on here every day and talk about y'all. Ain't nobody crying, ain't nobody sad. On April 14th, 2025, I chose me. There wasn't nothing to be sad about. I was concerned about the gang stalking, especially after I kept confronting Jaffa. By March, I realized it was about him, especially that Mexican cartel princess that was in the truck with him. You know, the one that was in the truck with him with the dog. Baby, come on now. Baby, come on now. The little black dog and the one that drive the black Toyota Corolla, that's the same broad. Um, I know you ain't talking about me. I know you ain't talking about me. All that gang stalking and everything came from them. There wasn't nothing to be sad about. But as of April 14th last year, they let me know that he was the one fucking with them, ruining their life, ruining my life, doing me in and doing me dirty on purpose. That's the reason why when I filed divorce on May 2nd, that was the date. There was no other way around it. These girls proved it. They sent me screenshots of it. There was no other proof what Jaffa was doing. It was a joke. My life is not centered or wrapped around Jaffa. I'm 43 years old. I didn't meet Jaffa until I was 39. There's no way. I had nothing but a consistent life before then. Let me tell you something. If somebody can come into your life and ruin it, I mean, literally, and ruin it after being married to you for 2 years, you just weren't solid. Now, yeah, you can throw a wrecking ball in there. Even who was that? Miley Cyrus said that you can throw a wrecking ball in there, but as far as ruining it, you ruined yourself. You used people in my life that was willing to sell me out, and then you used a whole bunch of other people I didn't know. You used a whole bunch of other people that said, "Oh, I'm her friend. I'm this and that." You was never my friend. What did you do? Watch a YouTube video or something? Or find my LinkedIn page? Or, Google my phone number, or just find my LinkedIn page and then like go down my work history and say you're my friend? Like, I don't get it. But there's no digital proof that I was part of y'all. And plus, not only that, Jaffa had the passcode to my phone. So he could have contacted y'all from my phone. I don't know what he would have did. I just know he was no good. But I know what is true. Other than when y'all stole my phone and I wrote a police report about it October 5th, and mysteriously it ended up back in my house again in December. There's no actual proof of us ever being seen together or talking to each other because I don't really know y'all. Them Fleshmans, though, that's a different story. Again, that's a lifetime wrapped around the family. As far as sad, no. I wasn't even sad when I got my divorce. I wasn't sad when I filed a divorce. And I said this already. I literally had maybe $400 in the bank. It cost me $288 to file for divorce. I filed for divorce. I had food in my refrigerator. My car was fine. Gas in it, not breaking down. My pets were fine. We were good. I left my job in February. I got my last check from my job in February 2025. Middle of March, end of March, I was back to work in June. So we're talking April, May. What are we talking about here? I've worked my entire life. And again, the IRS is proof of that. Not sometimes, not sometimes, not most of the time. I've worked my entire life. My W-2 is proof of it. I guess y'all really think the least of black women. That's what y'all think the least of. And you think I'm going to be upset about some digital words y'all talking about on here? Oh, shit. Oh, she's mad. Oh, she's a... Y'all don't mean nothing to me. Baby, y'all don't mean nothing to me. I guarantee it. I worked way too hard and way too long. And everyone that's been my friends prior to my marriage and through my marriage, they've been my friends for 15, 20 years. The only reason why they turned their back on me was because of y'all. Y'all had the group. Y'all had the resources. Y'all had the elites. I ain't never had to buy and sell my friendships. Oh, be my friend for the next 10 years because of this. Oh, be my friend for the next 20 years because of this. Oh my God, look what I got to give. Look what I got to offer. Be my friend for the next 15, 20 years because of this. They was my friends because of what I was. I was normal. I had no issues. But I also didn't have connections. I wasn't no millionaire. I didn't have resources. And I definitely ain't gonna make you go social media viral. I didn't have no YouTube contracts to give. I ain't got no Pinterest and entry stores and Etsy stores to give. So Leroy Madden. He was dating a girl named Kristen. He actually had eBay stores in Kristen's name from 2011, 2012, 2013, I believe. And when we started dating, it was late 2013, early 2014, like started dating, kind of getting solid. Um, he said to me, he said, hey, you know, this girl Kristen, she kind of crazy. I said, what do you mean by this? You know, we talking, his family was in town visiting. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, um, she was a real big girl. She started losing some weight. And he said, I had to break up with her because she was crazy. I said, well, how'd you break up with her? Why did you break up with her and when? He said, well, I broke up with her after you and me started dating. Ooh, okay. Why did y'all break up? He said, well, I didn't want her anymore. You know, I made a couple $100,000 off of eBay in Kristen's name when he lived on Murrayfield Avenue, Worthington. Okay. He said, well, her parents called me and told me she wanted to commit suicide. Well, why does she want to commit suicide, this Christina girl? She was a white girl. And he said, well, it's because I broke up with her. But this is Leroy Madden who sent Alexis Hawkins and his Mexican baby mama after Jaffa to backdoor Jaffa. Now, this was long before Jaffa and Alexis and all them existed. We're talking 2014 now. And he said, well, I knew that she liked me. I knew that she was in love with me, but I didn't want her anymore. She was just not my type, really. I had these eBay accounts with her and these Etsy accounts with her, and I had to break up with her. I said, well, how did you break up with her? Because her mom and dad, they live on the outskirts of Columbus. How'd you break up with her? Like, why are they calling you, telling you she committed suicide? He said, well, when I broke up with her, I told a lie. And I know Kristen is watching this. This is why this matters, because I'm pretty sure that's the girl that's been following me around in the Buick. Who knows when she went back white, but she is a white girl. But, you know, that's how it is. So he said to me, well, I went over our house to see her, and I tricked her. Well, how'd you trick her? He said, well, I went over to see her. I slept with her. Slept with her. And he said, yeah, normally we don't use condoms, but this time we didn't. And I threw a used condom in her trash can in the bathroom. So after we was done, because Kristen, I know you listening, Christina, whatever her name was, he said after we was done, you know, I told her like we was breaking up because I went into the bathroom and I found a condom in her trash can. That's what he told me over 10 years ago. We're 2026 now. But this is the same guy that was friends with me, you know, dating whatever through to 2016. We had a breakup in 2016. It was a done deal because he was dealing with some people at Sirens that wasn't no good. We still remained friends after we recuperated. We remained friends, but it was basically a done deal after that. Leroy Madden was not somebody that could be trusted, but just remained kosher on that level. I, you know, didn't go against him, just remained kosher on that level. I had no reason to be, you know, just as angry as can get out. That just wasn't it. We remained friends. It was okay and moved on with my life. It was not that serious. But when you have mutual friends together and you also date someone for 3 and 4 years, you kind of, you have to have some closure with that. So we had our closing point. That's how that shit ended. I'm pretty sure, because he showed me 2 pictures of that white girl, that's the girl that has been following me in that white Buick SUV. Is the same girl that is driving that black Audi that had witchcraft on the license plate. Back in September, she was driving a ugly green 4-door sedan, and she followed me to the Walgreens on East Broad Street to Reynoldsburg, and she's the one who caused the damage to my BMW. I've said it. I wrote police reports about it last year, posted about it last year. It's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying that Leroy Madden, the Fleshmans, my family in Virginia, all of them, like, you know what I'm saying? And then working with my coworkers, working with my neighbors, working with all these other people, like, y'all really, you brought it on yourself. Because if you didn't think, gang stalking me about all the trouble that y'all caused, was not gonna come around full circle, it's just weird. All of y'all told 12 different groups what y'all were doing. I mean, maybe 3 groups knew about 3 groups. Maybe 6 groups knew about 2 groups. Maybe 2 groups knew about all 10 groups. However y'all worked as a groupies and all that, I know 2 things. Y'all didn't pay taxes for it, and it damn sure wasn't worth it. I mean, it could be 100 of y'all. It ain't worth a real one. It could be 1,000 of y'all. Don't make y'all truthful. I mean, you know what's funny? It'd be that one person that'd be like, 1 out of every million people, this happens. I guess y'all 999,999. 0 to none. I'll get up off here because let me say this. It is Friday morning. Is it 1:30? And it's nighttime in the city. In the summer, in the city, in the summer, looking pretty. Look, there go Columbus. We talking 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning on a Friday. What are we gonna do? We're gonna give it to him straight, no chaser. Straight, no chaser. All right, now. Anyway, so y'all got, 59 days to poison, to damage my car, to call my job, to call the police, to do whatever y'all gotta do. You got 59 days. You got 59 days, because I know everybody who know me, and for a fact I was never part of this group. You know for a damn fact that I never cared. You know I'm not playing. You know I'm not, man, watch me pop this collar. You know I'm not playing. The most you can do is poison my mustard. The most you can do is poison my water. The most you can do is do damage to my car. I'm going to keep talking about y'all. I mean, if you do some Tuesday, maybe I'll talk about you on Sunday. Ain't nobody got time? Anybody got time? Where the bug spray at? Where the disinfectant? Get out of here. And by the way, y'all digital crimes, y'all negativity in these comments, I don't care. It's negativity. It's not where I come from. It does not affect anything over here. I don't know how many times I keep coming on here and saying this. Y'all negativity do not care. I don't care about where y'all come from. I don't care about no language y'all speak. I don't care how much you, baby, right here. You think I care? I know you don't think I care. Oh. I know you don't think I care. I know. I know. I know. And I done sent y'all pictures. I done showed you who I am from years ago before I even knew Jaffa existed. I know you don't think I care. What I care about is the pets y'all harmed. What I care about is my identity y'all stole. Y'all not gonna beat that right there. You're not gonna compare to that. I don't care nothing about what my mama did. Keeping them fleshman secrets. Like I said, she been cared about the man. She didn't care about her child. That ain't nothing new. She got 6 baby daddies. And if she think I'm taking a jab at her, then girl, what you did to me. Get over yourself. You know that my mom, I picked my mom up 4th of July in Lynchburg because my brothers and sisters had always been carrying her through the dumps down there. 4th of July, July 3rd, 2024, I went down there and picked her up because we were planning a family reunion. So I said, you know, Granny birthday is July 31st. Let's plan her family reunion for the weekend afterwards. Now, granted, that was my niece's birthday, but I said, let's plan it because that's a good weekend for it. It's end of summer almost. It's time before kids go back to school. Let's, you know, just be strategic and plan it because I was thinking about my grandmother. It was in my mind. It was on time. And my mom said, great, great. We were talking about it in April. We were all in a family group chat about it. So then that family group chat fell off because Joey and Adrian kept falling out. Couple things kept happening. People were falling out. And I said, Mom, I said, things ain't going so good down there. Joey gave me a call. I said, I don't know what's going on, why people ain't getting along, but you should come up here and spend a month with me before we have this family reunion. And we can figure out the menu. We can work together, make sure the family out of town is going to come in and get things together. She said, well, Katie don't want it at the house. I said, okay. If Katie don't want it at the house, that's fine, but it's actually your house. What can we do to make that happen? She said, we'll just come up, we'll just try to see. But I'm tired of being here. People don't do this, people don't do that, people don't do this, people don't do that. I said, all right, I'll come get you. I said, don't worry about it. I'll come get you. I drive down to Virginia in my BMW. Boom. Drive down Virginia, pick mama up. July 3rd, we stay in a hotel in Roanoke, Virginia. Get breakfast the next morning, hit the road coming back to Ohio, 4th of July, 2024. What happened? Like clockwork. An hour, maybe an hour and a half into Virginia, I got pulled over by a state trooper. Normally, oh, you're going so fast. Why are you speeding, ma'am? Hey, I've been driving since early this morning. It's been hours. You see me and my mother in the car. We almost to Columbus, Ohio. We got about a 90-minute drive. Blah, 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 blah. He said, all right, takes my driver's license, my insurance, goes back to his car. Didn't take long, maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Of course, he came right back to the passenger side of the car and he said, here's your license, ma'am. You do got this ticket. You got 2 options. You can come to court or pay it through court. You don't have to show up for it. This is one of those tickets you don't have to show up for. Me and my mom thanked the officer. Thank you for your time. Happy 4th of July. We gonna keep on going. I looked at Mom. She looked at me. Now, this is all being recorded now. 4th of July, in my Beamer, same license plate I done had, ain't nothing changed. It's on record. We drive on to Columbus. Throughout that time, she stayed with me. We did a couple of things here in the city. We went to one outing with my job, went to a couple of outings together. Jaffa came in town, blah, blah, blah. It was same old, same old. August 1st, we drove on back down to Lynchburg to host my family reunion, to which I bought the kids' games. I bought most of the food. Me and my mom had seasoned a lot of stuff, you know, the day that we left. We got there that night, seasoned more food and everything so we could cook it on the grill the next day at my grandma's house on Jackson Street. And we had our family reunion. My cousins came from my town. A couple people came over to the house. We did our thing in the backyard. My mom even bought a brand new grill. But I bought all the food. I bought the drinks. A couple of people donated a few things. I paid for my mom to get her little prim, nails, whatever done. We did our thing. And the next day, after we cleaned up everything at the house on Jackson Street, came on back up the road, took everything over to my mom's house that night, went to sleep. I got back on the road and came back home. August 4th, literally August 4th. 90 minutes almost outside of Columbus, maybe 2 hours. I don't know, maybe it was 2 hours. I'm doing almost 90. I get another speeding ticket. I get another ticket. This has happened for 20 years. This is not something new. Again, my life is consistent. You expect me to change because y'all some frauds. I'm not doing it. Like, are you kidding me? It don't matter how many lies you come up with. Y'all can't talk to me. You're not saying it to my face. And if you think I'm supposed to change, I'm supposed to, ooh, ooh, ooh. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I know you not telling the truth. I know you, baby. I know you ain't know you don't even know what you talking about. But y'all got a whole group of people that will fake it till they make it. Y'all and y'all's baby mamas, y'all do anything for $1. Your baby mama do anything for a holla. Anything for $1. Your baby mama do anything for a holla. Hey, ain't nobody's baby mama. Baby. You better believe it. You better believe it. But no, I gotta get up off here because y'all be lying about everything. Um, you know, y'all just be lying. Now go and read that with y'all social media contracts and y'all hoodoo and y'all voodoo and what y'all ever do and everything else. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. That ain't reality at all. Y'all got to make up story after story. I mean, y'all in Florida making up stories. Y'all in Chicago making up stories. Y'all in Detroit making up stories. Y'all here in Columbus on the east side and north side making up stories. I mean, y'all in Columbus south side making up stories. Y'all getting fed criminal information from the immoral, unethical lawyers and the court clerks and the VP and the racist KKK. I mean, it is insanity how many groups y'all work for. I mean, on top of the feds committing federal crimes, I mean, it's insanity. Now watch me go to sleep at night since y'all illegally surveillancing me on whatever camera y'all using in the house. You know I done unplugged a few things in here. But you already know I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna put that scarf on. You know I'm gonna put that scarf on. And I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna listen to them playing videos and call it a night. I mean, what y'all gonna pay to, who y'all gonna pay to run back and tell that now? I know who gonna run back and tell us now. I know you don't think just because I sit back, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm from the country. I know you didn't think I was with that bleak Kool-Aid. I know you didn't think. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna let y'all go to sleep. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm, I'm just myself. I'm gonna put on my robe and and this is what we gonna do today. I mean, y'all be lying from here to Florida. Bye bye. Bye bye. Oh my God. Bye bye. I mean, I can't even waste no more time like this, but if I got to come back tomorrow night like this, I'll do it. You know, since you've been illegally surveillancing me, I know you know I enjoy my life. Oh my gosh. You know, them Bombay martinis be man, y'all ain't nothing. Y'all ain't nothing.